when I have an LSO on the show, I always like to do a pick a carrier incident. And
is this the Navy mishap stuff?
Well, there's a couple things, so it's kind of a quick video. But I remember they showed it to me. I think in safety school. And did you go to LSO safety? Did you go to LSO school?
I did.
All right, so you have to tell me if they showed this one, and then a couple.
They show them all.
I don't know. Do they show them all?
They must show them all.
Did you guys get to literally watch all the carrier crashes?
No, we watch a lot of them, but we don't watch all of them.
Okay, yeah. So I guess my question for this one is number one. Well, we're not allowed to take our own wave off, correct?
No.
Right. So, and I'm pretty sure this is a Plat Cam recording. I looked, and this is the best video I could find. But did they wave him off? Did he take his own wave off? And then second, I want your opinion if all the LSOs jumped in the chute. All right, here we go. Ready? All right, Skid, buckle up.
Is that bad? Whee! Oh!
All right, one more time. So basically, if you're listening, A-6 on approach, somewhere probably in the middle and close. It looks like he has an explosion. Maybe the engine blew. It looks like he gets the gear up, tries to do a go around.
Good job.
Right over the LSO platform. They punch out.
Nice flyby.
Have you ever seen that one before, sir?
I believe I have, but it's been a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I believe that they took their own wave off. But I think if I remember correctly, the LSOs were telling them to put the gear up. That's how good the LSOs were at that time. Hey, throw your gear up. They maneuvered and they were able to punch out. I never saw whether the LSOs jumped to the net, but I can tell you if I was an LSO, I would have been jumping in the net. So.
I was going to say, man, because that thing, I mean, I think they did blow the motor on it because it did.
Whoa.
Yeah, over to the side. So I remember watching that, and I mean, my hat's off to the pilot because that was pretty. That's pretty sporty, and I'm pretty sure that they had a downward trajectory going, punch out at the last second. Mm-hmm. I'm curious, man, in the Rhino. So like when I got my qual in the Super Hornet, it was the 5-hour high five. Like Shady gave me like half of my qual in the Rhino. Right. So that tells you how thorough things went. But I remember being a brand new Legacy Hornet pilot and being taught that if you lose a motor at the 90 in the Legacy Hornet, if you don't go to burner flaps half immediately, wings level, you will crash. Like it will not recover. Was that the case in the Rhino? Did they teach that in the RAG? Do you remember?
I don't remember that. I don't remember that right offhand. I'm not saying they didn't teach it, but it wasn't something that's been stuck in my nugget, whatsoever. I just know that I've done one single engine approach to the boat in my life, and they would always bring us on a straight in.
Yeah. How'd that go? How high up were you on the power?
I was sniffingly high. It was at nighttime at the time, and there was some pitch. Yeah, right. I wound up having I remember like a rate AMAD caution was like, hey, shut the motor down because the motor would eat itself. And so the motor didn't shut down on its own, but it commanded me to shut down. And then I wound up shutting down, landing a single engine, but it was that was way up on the power. And they were, if I would have gotten off glide slope for a second, I could tell in their voice that they would have pickled me in a heartbeat. They would have waved me off in a heartbeat. So
yeah. I want to say maybe I first saw that video when I was in API, and I was like, oh, it's because the A-6 doesn't have the power. But I never landed. I landed with my Ven failed once, and I was surprised at the loss of thrust. It failed open.
Yeah. And
I was in and out of blower on the good motor.
Yeah.
Behind the ship, because it's different in the field, man, because the thing, the ship's moving away from you, and you're even with two engines, right? Sometimes you're bumping up on the mill stop there. So
absolutely.
Yeah.